I got a 2012 Ford F-250 with a 6.7 power stroke. I was having a problem with oil in the intake on the turbo and oil in the exhaust. I thought it was the turbo itself, but I don't think so now after troubleshooting it. What I did is I went ahead and took the turbo off and took it apart, trying to figure out what the root cause was. And what I have discovered was the shaft itself has some play, but not enough to touch the housing at all. And I did a test. It was a smoke test, and I didn't see any smoke coming through the turbine wheels on the intake or the exhaust side. I'll show you what I did. See if I can flip this around. Well, see, I took the intake part off, took the exhaust manifold off. I also took the pedestal off. I already know I need to replace the pedestal to intake gasket and the turbo to pedestal gaskets, along with the oiler tube and the coolant tube. But what I discovered after looking at it real close, the shaft can move up and down ever so slightly. And then the exhaust side is the same thing, but they don't ever touch. So what I did was I took just a clear piece of tubing and I stuck it down on the oiler side. It's right down in there. And I don't have a smoke machine, so I took a drag of a cigarette and I blew down in there with this bottom port clogged with a paper towel, and I sat there and spun the shaft and did not see any smoke coming out. So the best I could figure is the turbo's not the cause. After doing some research, I figured out that the crankcase vent box may be to blame. I think what's going on is it's overpressurizing the crankcase, which is causing too much oil pressure to build up in the turbo, making the oil come out of the exhaust. So before you replace your turbo, or before you start throwing parts at your truck, troubleshoot it properly before you. This turbo is a $1,600 turbo, so it could save you some money.